But
okay.
I've crashed cars before, yes. Thank you for bringing up my trauma. You think that's funny?
You want to tell a story?
What?
Tell us a story about one of your crashes.
Okay, I've definitely...
Especially the one where you crashed my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was very traumatic for all of us, honestly.
I don't know why you're including yourself in this. That's very selfish of you. Once again, Capricorns on...
No.
Like, you guys are narcissistic. This has nothing to do with you.
No, I was definitely part of the situation.
No, you were not.
You can tell your story and I'll tell you why it affected me.
I crashed. Oh, now she's affected. She's been walking around barefoot.
Oh my gosh.
No, but no, I was in high school. I was a high school senior, and I was just out with some friends, riding around town, throwing eggs at people. You know, throwing eggs out the car, and it's so fun. And you know, it's all fun and games until when you throw an egg at. We threw this egg at a particular car, and this car literally made a U-turn and drove right behind us, like high-speed chase. And as we're driving, we're coming to an intersection where it's either you make a left or right. And when I tell you, I'm like, oh, I'm about to make a right. But the car was not slowing down as we're approaching the stop sign. And at this point, it's like life or death. It's like you make this right turn, you might hit a tree. Or if you make this left turn, you might hit a car. I didn't have that much time to think, so we just went straight into someone's house. And when I opened my eyes, you know, it was like a lot of smoke. Airbags were out. I crashed into the person's car in front of me. I mean, in the driveway, and their car was in their garage. She came outside like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? And I was like,
why you made her sound like the boogeyman?
Listen, I didn't know what was happening. Everything was strange, okay? Everything. So from there, I definitely was trying to figure out life, like, oh my gosh, like what happened? And as she's asked me what happened, the guys that were chasing us, they're like up the street, that's what you get. So in that moment, I saw an opportunity and I said, those guys cut me off. Those guys cut me off and they're laughing at me. I was like, what's happening? She's like, oh my God, no, we got to call the police.
Oh, with that accent?
All of it.
Wow.
So, you know, the police coming in like, what happened? She's now advocating for me. These guys, they cut him off and now they laugh at him and they escape. I can't believe it. The police were trying to figure out because it was not making any sense, like how they cut me off if they were coming from the opposite direction, whatever it was, you know. And whatever, they had the lady was on my side, but I definitely had like dry egg yolk in my head, in my hair. So the cop was like, what's that on your head? And I was like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I was just trying to act so out of it. And he was just looking at me like, yo, what is happening? So all in all, yeah, I got away with running into someone's house because they thought someone cut me off. But no, I was in the wrong because we were throwing eggs and we were in a high-speed chase and the brakes weren't working. So honestly, I really blame you because it was your car. Why did you not have brakes on your car, sir?
The funny part about this whole story, he used to throw eggs at a lot of people, right?
We both did, by the way.
He used to throw eggs at a lot of people, okay? I said specifically, do not throw eggs at anyone driving my car. No, I'm not. You have my word. I won't do it.
This is true.
He literally left the house, bought a dozen eggs, and threw them at people. And on top of that, how did you get egg yolk in your hair? Were you were missing the window?
No, honestly, I think because...
Mind you, I had a convertible. You could have put the top down and threw the eggs.
True. But good thing I didn't put the top down because we probably all would have flown out the car. It was like me and 3 other friends. We probably would have flown out of the car if I would have done that. But all in all, listen, lesson learned, I never threw eggs at anyone again. I just think it was karma coming back to me real quick.
Yeah, you just throw other things out the window now.
Which is what?
Everything else.
You're such... I don't even litter, so let's hear this.
You like throw just a bunch of different things out the window. You spit things out the window. You did it today, actually.
Because I'm spitting, that means I'm throwing things out the window. Once
you
again,
do both. You definitely do
Capricorns
both.
literally make things up to have a point.
But as you see, Libras lie because he lied to the cops about his story, and so yeah.
But JANAE, I want to know, okay, what does this have to do with you? Because it was so traumatizing for you.
Well,
because you got into the car accident.
Thank you for asking. Me and Dustin, we were having a grand old time, just chilling, having a nice evening, right? And it was time for me to go home, whatever. And, you know, casually, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. And then all of a sudden we get this like abrupt call from Den, like, oh my God, I just hit a house. And then we're like, what? Like, you hit a house? And so we're like, okay, so now we're scrambling. Like, okay, I got to get my stuff, whatever. But in the meantime of all of this, my poor phone charger was sitting over there in the outlet all by itself. And I left it. And so I had to literally wait for hours to get my charger because I only had one charger and that was the only one.
So your trauma is that you left your charger, your phone charger in my house and there was no one home to open the door to get you your charger. So you had to wait outside.
Yeah, I had to
I literally could have been suffering from like body injuries. You didn't even care. You were just so worried about
body injuries.
Yeah, don't laugh because you ain't got the
No,
mega
I was
knees.
happy that you were okay, but then it was just like,
You didn't
okay,
even check
he's
on me.
okay.
You didn't even check on me.
We weren't really cool like that.
Yeah, we weren't.
Yeah.
You're so selfish clearly because you're worried about your charger.
Look, I needed that charger. I had to like go to work the next day. Like it was just like a lot. Like I needed my beauty rest.
Okay,
You know.
first world problems. I hear you.
Look, I needed my sleep. Okay.
I hear you.
And you wanted to crash into houses.
Okay.
No.